Right now in our application, we are able to navigate around. We are able to do that without reloading the page. Now let's have a look at the information we actually get in the components we're loading, because React Router gives us some extra information about the loaded route through props. Let's have a look at posts. There in component did mount, which will be executed each time we change the page, because the component is really removed and added to the DOM all the time. There we not only reach out to the web, let's also output the props we have by simply outputting this props. Now let's have a look at what we got here. If I go to home now, this is the props object, and history, location, and match. This is not something we set up. This is passed by React Router. Now match gives us some information about the matched route. You saw that we defined it to be exact, the path and URL it found therefore, and potential params. I'll come back to what params are later. You get more information about the location, and there you see, for example, the search params we set up or something like that, and the hash fragment, and the history. The history object also has some methods we can use, like push, to interact with that and push a new page programmatically without needing a link component. This is also something I will show you later. Now let's go back to our components, and let's also log the props in the new post. There we also therefore can add component did mount. And inside there, I now also want to output the props, because there we should see more information regarding the fragment and the search params. So let's click on new post and inspect the props there. And now you'll see under match, the path we found there, you see that it also is an exact match. Now we didn't set up exact matching here. We don't have the exact option, but we are on new post. If I were on new post 2, I added this manually. It would still render this because we didn't set up exact matching, but it would also see that we don't have an exact match in the match property. So this really tells us, is the full URL, the full path, the path we set up in the config or not? We also got more information under location. You see the search addition you added at the end, and you could manually parse this to retrieve the query params. And you see your hash fragment too, which you could then also use to jump to a certain part of your page or smoothly scroll there, whatever you want. So this is some additional information we get. This is part of the props, and you can use that to, for example, extract your query params, move to a hash fragment, or do whatever else you need to do. We will later see how we use this history object to use a method it provides us.